You are listening to 5-Minute Meditations. Hello and welcome back. This is your host Chandra. Today is my birthday and I wanted to celebrate by sharing a lesson with you. How many of you during your birthdays throughout your life you had so many hopes, so many things that you were hoping to get, wishing for? I remember in my senior year of high school, for some reason, I had this hope, I had this thought that my mother and my stepfather were going to buy me a little hatchback car, a little old car called a Gremlin, which I thought was kind of punk rock-ish. It was pretty cool looking. And I don't know what brought that hope in my mind, but somehow I had this hope that I was going to achieve, I was going to get this nice car, or not so nice car, but kind of funky car. Well, the story ends is that I did not get the car. It was not on their mind. It was not in any plans. So today I wanted to share a topic about hope. Asha means, it's a Sanskrit word for hope. So there is a 5-year-old saint, very famous saint in a 5,000-year-old book called the Bhagavata Purana or Srimad Bhagavatam. This saint, he had been through various trials and tribulations even at the age of 5. He had a very evil-minded father that wanted to kill him for not changing his saintly disposition. And so at one point his father asked him, what did he learn? What are the things that he's learning at school? And he talks directly about what are the things that he's learned in his spiritual awareness, things that he has gained by his spiritual progress. And so he talks about how when a person is materialistic, they are chewing the chewed. Now, materialistic does not mean someone who has a lot of wealth or is attached to a lot of wealth, but is really considering themselves to be material. And thus, pleasure or obtaining happiness is through material things, somehow. Material relationships, things that are temporary. Relationships and items. They think that somehow something in this world is going to really satisfy. And so that is called a materialist. A materialist may even have some type of a religious idea. They may even believe in the divine, the universe, God. But if they're concerned with matter being their salvation for happiness, then they are what you call materialists. And so he says, such people are like people who pick up gum from underneath the desk and chew on it. They're chewing that which has already been chewed. Punascharvita charvananam, that's the Sanskrit. And so he then goes on to explain that persons who are very much entrapped in material consciousness, who have hopes. So this is about losing hope. We want to lose our hope in material happiness. In the Bhagavad Gita, in the 13th chapter, Krishna, he lists different items that lead to jnanam, or spiritual awareness, a type of spiritual knowledge. And one of those items, he says, Janma mrityu jara bhyadi dukkhadoshana darshanam. That person who can see the evils of birth, death, old age, and disease. So similarly, those who understand the temporality of this world and do not have hopes to enjoy the temporary, they're the ones that are not being led by other similar blind people. Otherwise, if we are hopeful for material pleasures, we're like a blind person being led by another blind person. Om Tat Sat. Thanks a lot. Hare Krishna.